Welcome back, delicious friends, to Fallen London. Today we're here trying to get our my legitimacy back. It's mine. My legitimacy back. I don't know how I do that actually. Let's go to the lobby and see if this is a place where I can do that. The particular foreign officer. The core of the building is a copper pagoda, but neoclassic wings give way to hollow marble arches, rainbow glass towers, and basalt domes. It's a warren. Perhaps someone will be good enough to show you around. The vaulted foyer thrums and whispers. Here, beneath the ruins of Widmouth's End, you have stumbled upon a quiet clock spring of the Empire. Nimble spies dock between clerks weighed down with piles of parchment. Diplomats chat in little cliches. The wisdom of Mr. Hoffman. Why, it's Mr. Hoffman, the noted newspaper editor. Why, it's Mr. Hoffman, the noted newspaper editor. He has a young and wide-eyed reporter in tow. A little eavesdropping is in order. Two major departments within the Foreign Officer. They both have granted titles, but down here they are known as the Face and the Teeth. The Face furnishes diplomats, mediates foreign travels, and looks after dignitaries from overseas. The Teeth concerns themselves with matters of intelligence and the resolution of diplomatic incidents. Most of the people you see here are from the Face. The Teeth tend to disperse abroad, or larking about in Widmouth's End, or in chapel. Let's go upstairs. If you hear a strange noise up there, don't look. Okay, that's weird. The Diplomats of the Face. The department known as the Face deals with diplomacy and other overt services. Can you make a good impression? A civil servant regards you over a sheaf of manila folders. He has the air of a man trying to recall a popular tune. Well, he seems friendly enough. The cultured attaché shakes your hand enthusiastically. Good lord, it's you! You wrote that opera, didn't you? A splendid work, I thought. Although you didn't really work the tenors as hard as you might have. It's splendid that you're here. Just watch out for those encounters of the teeth. Valuable work, I know, but terrible people. Don't go anywhere alone with them. He rubs his chin, a gesture that seemed to carry some significance. I'm sure I will see you later. I'm going to lunch. I will invite you, but let's just say it's for the best that I don't. Cheerio! Hey, what a nice guy. I like that guy. He's a nice guy. The Agents of the Teeth. A hollow-eyed woman is deep in conversation with two university students by the bust of Queen Elizabeth. She keeps glancing at you. Introduce yourself. As you approach, the woman nods curtly and the students scurry back to their lectures. A word before chapel. The woman runs her fingers slowly over your cheeks. Oh, okay. What a liberty! She seems pleased though. Ah, yes, we hear that you might be paying us a visit. It is our business to hear. You seem a capable sort. We might have business in the future. Just stay away from those heathens in the Face. They like all morals, and their table habits are disgusting. Now, you will have to excuse me. I must attend chapel. What a nice woman. What a liberty she took. Looking at my teeth, I think. At my chin. Why? The Report Courier. The courier emerged from the bronze and hard doors of the Chief Archive Department. The Report Courier. He's carrying a thick report. Strike up a conversation at the tea urn. Perhaps you can steal a glance at the bulletin folder. Unfortunately, you will have to select a cup of the thick coppery tea they drink around here. The Spider Issue. The courier takes a gulp of the heavy brew. Marvelous, isn't it? Our own blend. It grows all the way up into Flint, you see. It gives me such lovely dreams. His smile will shame a hyena. While he waxes poetically on the subject of tea, You sneak a look at the report summary. It isn't until sorrow spiders made of cheese? The work examines, apparently seriously, the likelihood that London's arachnid predators are composed entirely of well-aged carpille. You can only hope that this is an elaborate code. Onwards. Let's take our cards out. The Tower of Sleeping Giants, the secret of the room about a bookshop. The bookshop is frequented by radical scholars and occasionally the censors. The owner is melancholy and given to buttonholing you at the door and whipping into your head. Examine the stock. There must be something interesting here. It can't be all bodies of reapers and treatise on the disease of domestic animals. Go. Well, it is mostly bodies, reapers, and treatise of the disease of domestic animals. At the back of the bookshop, there's a pile of ripped pages, mouldy covers, and discarded bookmarks. Perhaps there is something of worth if you have a rummage. I have a certified scrap. The Tower of Ice, behind closed doors at a handsome townhouse. One of the more decorous areas of the city, uniformed doormen stand on well-scrubbed steps. Elegant ladies promenade in the fashions of the season. The constables are plentiful and idle. But what happens behind closed doors? Secure an invitation to a scandalous party. You are sure that there are intriguing things going on behind these oh-so seemly facades. Perhaps a person of your colorful reputation could secure an invitation. Go. Quite a party. Well, that was quite a party. Your memories of the evening are shaky, but some things made an impact on you. Sharing a honey dream with an aristocrat who may have been a princess. That maiden aunt beating everyone at cards. The thing with the swan? With the swan. You had a fine time, and don't think you notably disgrace yourself. There is blood under your fingernails and an elegant slipper you don't recognize in your pocket. But these things are to be expected. When is the next one? I have one favor with Bohemian, one favor with society. I have more scandal. Edonis can't change anymore. Persuasive increase. Good. I love it. Oh, I'm so tired of this guy. I'm so tired of this guy. This was a mistake I did at the beginning of the game, and it's... Ooh, the Art of Beauty. Yes. The Quiet Devilness is at home this afternoon, and has suggested that you pay her a call. You arrive a little early, and a timid maidservant asks you to follow her to the ladies' dressing room. At Madame's request, she whispers. Follow the maid. There is no reason to fear impropriety, is there? Surely, when a lady herself invites you to the private chambers, it will be impolite not to acquiesce. Mercury, lead, belladonna. You join the Quiet Devilness at her vanity table. The surface is scattered with pots, vials, tiny brushes, miniature ratwork filigree cases, elegant crystal bottles. There is rogue, lip stain, eye brighteners, exotic fragrances. The air is heavy with powder and perfume. Her pet bat hangs from the top bar of a gilded cage. She squeaks affectionately at the little creature and reaches through the bars to stroke his head and offer him little scraps of spider. London used to frown upon cosmetics. They were almost literally the face of questionable morality. Since the fall, things are a little different. It is harder to worry about metaphorical devilry when the real thing leaks around you, after all. But rogue is still roguish. Powder is still provocative. The Quiet Devilness is trusting you with some of her secrets. Here, I'm trusting you not to think less of her. She breaks her pet bat from his cage and holds him gently in her lap. She raises her eyes to yours and smiles. I love the Quiet Devilness. It's a shame that she wants my soul. I don't want she to take my soul away, but... Well, that's a demon for you. The geology of wine won't. Let's go venture a short way. There might be still valuable rocks to be found, and it's much safer this way. Much of this part of the heat has picked over, but you are skilled to identify the sort of rock people value. You come away with a sizable chunk of glim and a few odd pieces of jade, and the satisfaction of finding your way in the fog. A letter from your aunt. Your aunt returned to the surface some time ago, haunted by scandal and devils. She has written you a letter. It seems she has a marvelous business idea and seeks your help. The house that is addressed burned down and is home only to wizards. No, 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 no. That's not going to happen. Seal the envelope up, send it back to the surface. Business with your aunt? Absolutely not. Oh no. You send the letter off, confident that you are better off without your aunt's schemes, whatever they are. She might be your flesh and blood, and nobody who serves prisoner honey on scones at the salon is to be trusted in a business partnership. Amazing. Let me see. Celebrate the feast of the exceptional rose. No, that's not it. Okay, let's go with the career. Onwards, I need to burn these things until I have, I think, 5 maybe. There we go, now I have new things. Attend a state dinner. A Teutonic relative of the Empress has made the arduous journey down from the surface. The government is throwing a state dinner in his honor. Wrangle an invitation. As state dinners go, this is fairly informal family affair. Black tie, no need for medals or tiaras. Invitations are scarce. No, that's for crowd, you fool! The press crowds around the palace gates. You garner as much of their attention as any Mr. or Baron. That's probably helpful, even if many of their questions are dashed impertinent. The dinner gives you chance to observe the face at work. You're surprised to see several of them fumble basic points of dining etiquette, but their charm and wit brings them back into the game every time. Where did they learn their table manners? Hunting spies. The spy identity is unknown, even of the foreign office. It is possible? Could it be the civet? Working fast. Whoever it might be, the devout intriguer wants this particular spy investigated, seduced, and compromised before lamplight. Oh yeah, I can do that. I love that work. The game spins on. An intriguer message in a fleet Dropbox. The careful camaraderie of the great game veterans. An evening flirtatious circling. A night of passion and secrets. Alas, you're fairly sure the spy isn't really the notorious civet, but you have some useful pillow talk for the devout intriguer. She's sure to be impressed. Perhaps there is at least one fox in the city. Getting into the archives. The archives aren't closely watched, but the clerks know each other and they know the staff too. It's all about the attitude. Can you affect the harried, absent-minded expression of a junior diplomat? Perhaps you could quote something in Latin or talk about the cricket. Something to report. You stroll about the archives. Clerks type and scurry and file, not sparing you a glance. Ruddy glass-light flickers over a battalion of cabinets. You sidle over to one, grab an armful of reports, and leave. Later, in an empty office, you examine your findings. You have shroom-hopping results measured against undersea volcanism. The Belgians are coming. The Belgians are coming? The Tsar Mechanical Ferret Army, and on the wisdom of not inviting the Bishop of South Park to state dinners. All apart from the last one are complete nonsense. Detailed, highly consistent nonsense, but nonsense nonetheless. Oh, Bishop. Off to chapel. The spies are informers of the deed. The spies and informers of the deed are off to chapel. They drop upstairs with a solemn sort of serenity. Oh no, I need the Mistress of the Foreign Officers. That's a fate quest. And I don't have it. The garrulous agent. A garrulous agent has returning from the presbyterate. Oh, I need the thing again. Let me see. The recruit at the honor. No, I don't need this. Good. Recruiting at the university. The devout intriguer from the teeth will like a little favor. She tilts your chin with gloved fingers to better examine you as she explains. Making friends with the students. Go to the university and note the names of any promising students. I'm looking for wit, resourcefulness, and a certain lack of moral scruples. Soft, unblemished skins also goes a long way. Okay, there we go. So, what will you do if... Perhaps we should leave aside the skin requirement for now. It's hard to tell in the fog-mugged quadrangles anyway. You chat to the passing students about politics, ambition, and principle. You pose sharp quandaries and fiendish dilemmas. A little nod becomes a sizable crown as more students join in with the debate. You note down some likely names. Something occurs, however. Why is the university haunted by recruiters from the teeth, but never the face? Huh, that's something interesting. Okay, time to burn it. Go for it. Hunting spies because I enjoy that. Thank you. Okay, now we have new things to do. Oh, I think the value of good names. It's the little thing that make working here truly delicious. The interesting people you meet and betray. The vaulted foyer, beautified by the masterful singings of the agents of the face. Free Sundays cross hands. Sometimes, though, the work can be its own reward, such as when you work on covers to the robbery ignominious of a gentleman from court. An exchange of favors. A seemingly corpulent man paces round the top of a rainbow glass tower with a lantern. He raises his hand in greetings, and a pillow slips out from under his shirt. Damn it all! He hastily shoves his face belly back under the garment. Now then, my lord, about these findings of yours. Exchange findings. You're not that bad, aren't you? In good grace. After the last of your journals have been devoured by his lantern's flame, he nods. Very good. I have already ensured your name is honored in the court. If you wish to return to Port Carnelia, they will be willing to overlook your indiscretions for a while, please. And I have back my imperial legitimacy. Yes! Have it back. And now, with this, I can go play another card. City Vices, a tournament of whistles. Today, in Big King Square, a tournament of whistles. Bring challengers. Attend with a whistle. Whistles pace and shriek. Their handlers watch stoically. Occasionally, they do honorable with bloody battle. Have you bought a challenger? I have worked one of my 4 lucky whistles. You were unlucky, but next turn. A narrow escape. The whistle nearly ends crash between 2 much beefer whistles in the melee, but the lucky little fellow wriggles out of it at the last moment. He wins no prizes, but he escapes unscathed. Perfect. Well, with that now, I will be leaving the foreign officer. Enough of these intrigues. The foreign office can wait. Back to London. Back down the tunnel. Strike past the portraits. A quick nod to the engineer who keeps the lifting machinery runner. Let's go out of here. Away you go! A sardonic fellow from the face waves you off as she lifts, huffs and puffs. Are you leaving us so soon, delicious friend? We shall surely miss you at dinner! Yeah, I'm out of here! Your manners at the food at the table are gross! Bye bye! Okay, time to travel to my lodgings. I want to invite someone that I have seen in the Discord of Fallen London. I will invite them to have a tea with me. No, I will invite them to... I will send them a letter. Attend the matters of society. Yes, send a calling card. There we go. Greetings. I hope this card finds you in good times. I have heard of you in the circles of poets I frequent, and I will be interested in sharing some wine and beef from the surface with you in the future. Send it. A courteous approach. If they accept, perhaps you will become friends, comrades, or rivals. If they refuse, don't take it personally. Perhaps their sociable circle is already too large for them. Perhaps they wish to reserve some time for their proteges. Perfect. Onwards. Greetings, Terrimort. I'm Esok, a most respectable gentleman of this beautiful city we call London. I saw you in a gambling den, and I picked an interest in you. I would like to invite you in the future to have some tea or some wine if you will like. If you will like it, if you will like. Hope this card find you in good times. And with those two cards sent, my adventure ends here. But first, let me see what the cards is warning for me. The Seekers of the Garden. Okay. This is all we're gonna do for today. Thanks for watching, for hearing me. Have a nice day.